What is up, you guys? What's up? All right, your hot tea was in here. I see you, early bird, LaFern, T90, Rena. Okay. Yes, I was a little bit. Look, I was a little bit late, like 1 minute. 1 minute. What's up, James Hudson? Three Buckhead, friend in my head. Sandra. Oh, let me get my clothes together, child. Let me get my clothes together. Tiffy Tiff TV. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Ken Woo, Ken Woo, Ken Woo. What is up? Princess AG. Shout out to Princess Alan Quartermain. Sonya, baby. Yes, okay, super chat. Okay, Tiffy Tiff TV. Mouth open. All of my squad is in the building. Sonya, baby. I see you guys. You know we got some stuff to talk about. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. Let me see who are in this room. Alfreda, I see you, Alfreda. Yes, Hip Hop Inquirer. I see you, Mr. Dennis. Byron is in the building. Yes, Lady CCM, thank you so much for asking. I am feeling so much better today. Hey, Shay Shay Pop. Hey, Shay Shay Pop. I was able to, churn out, look, at least 2 blog posts today. At least 2. I didn't leave y'all hanging. I ain't leave y'all hanging. You said Chris Brown will never be canceled. Okay, we gonna talk about that because some people feel like it's about time. It's about time for Chris Brown to get his black card pulled or something, honey. Chris Brown has a fixation on good hair. What is good hair, you may ask? I don't know. Child, is it box braids? Is it ombre box braids? Is that good hair? I did my baby hairs today. Is that good hair? What is good hair exactly? We're gonna talk about it. Ooh, let me turn my drone off. We're getting a little dizzy. Okay, y'all all in here. You said time is up for Chris Brown. All right, yo, AT, you think the time is up? Hey, Lucinda, doing your cartwheels. Yes. You said he said nice hair. Okay, we in semantics now. Nice hair, good hair. Nice hair, good hair. I heard good hair, but he said nice hair. But we hear what we want to hear. We gonna get into that too. Okay. Hey, Tanya's Primetime TV. So let's go ahead. Look, let's go ahead and get started on the bull crap because y'all already know. Let me turn off my little music. Chris Brown, has been in the news for a couple of days now after his, new album. Team Breezy got a hold of his new album. Was talking about this song, honey, and in the song, Chris Brown had a lyric that everybody was, felt some kind of way about. Chris Brown said, and I quote, let me pull this lyric up. He said, I leave a paper trail, then I'ma need a tip drill, shaking it up, turn down the lights, bust it down for the light bill, digging it, then I'm licking all up on that P word. Put it right there. Only wanna F you, whatever, K, the black B itches with the nice hair. He said he only want to F the black bees with the nice hair. Now, fans were quick to zone in on those statements. Many of his female fans have been dragging him for the past couple of days. Chris Brown is clearly in his feelings. He has, clapped back at a few people. One person asked him, hold on, let me put this up here. One person hit him on the Twitter and said, is this it? This it. One person put him on the Twitter and said, it's some concerns about Chris Brown's song Need a Stack on his latest album. In the song featuring Joyner Lucas and Lil Wayne, Chris's third verse says he only want to fuck the black bees with the nice hair. Many people are angry about this line and lying and asking what exactly is good hair and why does Chris Brown not uplift the black woman and talk about them in a more positive light. The person said hashtag Chris Brown, hashtag Nita Stack, hashtag black women, hashtag uplift more. Chris Brown thought it was funny. He responded to this person, put a big hi, all caps. And then he also said, after everybody was clowning him, oh, y'all tripping. Y'all bees don't want to fuck the nigga, excuse my language, with the effed up teeth, do you? Only bees upset is the uglies, not the black queens. And he put a heart and a happy face emoji as if that would kind of like smooth it out a little bit. You know, he said the only people mad are the ugly bees. So basically, he's saying he don't care what y'all ugly bees have to say about him. You know, he only care about the women, the black bees with the nice hair. He don't care about y'all ugly bees. So again, someone asked, you know, people kept going in on them. They zoned in on the statements saying, you know, that you have some type of disdain for women, Chris. Why everybody gotta be a bee? Why everybody first it's gotta be the pretty bees, the ugly bees, the black bees. Why everybody gotta be a bee? So someone was quick to ask him, is this a preference? So here's the statement. Black girls are it. Asked him on Instagram, so is this considered a preference or discrimination? Listen, we all have a preference. I'll give you that. But never will I discriminate against my own kind. So Chris felt some kind of way, and Chris actually posted the statement and his response on his Instagram, and he said, weird ass angry people, sincerely, from the bottom of my balls. This is from Chris Brown. I don't give a F about y'all negative booty face ass B words. I'm start giving away free lace fronts for all you weird females with the skid row edges and low self-esteem. Aside from that, hop off these nuts. Half y'all look like the Budweiser frogs. So please don't come with the BS. I will fire that ass up and roast the hell out you overly sensitive duckhead ass weirdos. So Chris Brown said, y'all edgeless B words, y'all edgeless lace front wear B words are in y'all feelings about the wrong thing. Look, he is not gonna apologize for what he had to say. He feel like people are being a little bit too sensitive. Okay, all y'all B words, y'all ugly B words are being a little too sensitive. And regardless if y'all buy his albums or not, he don't give a F word about anything that you have to say. So over on Straight from the A today, that blog goddess said, well, it's crystal clear how Chris Brown feels about you black B words. He also issued a challenge today for his detractors so that he could judge y'all. He said he want to see exactly what y'all B words look like. Lord, I don't even know. Chris is digging his hole deeper and deeper. So here's what he had to say. Hold on, let me see if I can get this on the speaker. This is what Chris wants y'all to do.
I ain't sending no pictures in.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Hi. You know what? I do apologize. I know
Oops. All the angry uglies that's mad at what I said. Post a picture of what you look like.
Hi. You know what? I do apologize. I know you.
Where is that coming from? Hold on. I got too much stuff on my phone. Hold on. This is what Chris had to say. Where you go? I think I lost it. Just that quick. Hold on. Let me go to the post. Bam. Open. Bam.
You gonna do it? You want me to do it? Okay. Hi. You know what? I do apologize.
Why is that still on here? I'm sorry, y'all, but there's something on my phone that is cracking me up right now. But anyway, Chris said he want to see y'all pictures so he could judge y'all and see y'all good hair or y'all nice hair, so he could tell y'all and explain to y'all what exactly good hair and nice hair is, because clearly y'all don't know what he means when he says that. Y'all must be ugly. Y'all must be feeling some kind of way. Y'all must have low self-esteem if you gonna judge him for his use of words or lack thereof. You said get it together. I'm trying. trying. Hold on. I'm going to get it together. Hold on. I'm about to pull it up right now. Let me see if this going to work. Is it going to work?
Feel dumb, don't you? Exactly. Ooh, y'all ain't sending no pictures in. Ooh. Feel dumb, don't you? Exactly.
So he said y'all feel dumb because y'all ain't sending no pictures in.
Challenge. For all the angry uglies that's mad at what I said, post a picture of what you look like. Please. Okay. Challenge. For all.
So there he is. He has a challenge for you guys. He wants y'all to send a picture of what you look like so that he can choose, pick and choose what, exactly is good or nice hair. So a lot of people are in their feelings. A lot of people feel like, this is an apparent lack of confidence in the black woman. This is yet another black man who is, sneak dissing black women in his songs. And y'all know all these black little girls and boys, spending their money on Chris Brown. So my question is he canceled? I mean, we know he's had problems with his mama. Did he throw rocks at his mama? Son was fighting with his mama, was fighting with Rihanna. Rihanna was, beat her up and all that jazz. People seem to feel like, Chris is invincible. There is no canceling Chris Brown if he can recover from beating his girlfriend in front of the whole wide world, from serving time, from beating photographers, from throwing chairs through windows, from having meltdowns online, from smoking drugs and doing all the other things that he has done in the public eye. He can do all of that and we still forgive him. I mean, is he canceled or is he not? You said she started it. Here we go, Juno. So if Rihanna started it, I guess she deserved to get beat up. Is that what you're saying? Is that unequal use of force? That's just like saying if a black man curses a police officer out and he shoots him, because he has, more force, that is okay because the black man started it. How is it okay? Chris Brown was clearly, stronger. Clearly, don't even get me started. We gonna go into a whole nother can of thing. He said everything I say is true. That speaks about his character, not dislike for dark-skinned women. Exactly. And I mean, he's a person of privilege. He's been privileged since he was dang near, a teen, 12, 13, 14, however old it was when he started. He's had access to dang near everything, money and everything, including the jail situation. He still had access. So, are we to be mad at his preference, or do you feel that his preference is a bit discriminatory? I want to hear from you guys, and I want to know what you have to say. You said, Michelle, it seemed like you want to cancel Chris, LOL, just to say, let's cancel Chris because what he said was offensive. Honestly and truly, Cosmic, I canceling Chris is not on my agenda. I'ma still, bow my head to a Chris Brown song every now and then. So what's the cancel? I'm just saying, we was talking about canceling R. Kelly. Y'all haven't even done that yet. So Chris Brown calling us a bitch as opposed to R. Kelly, screwing little girls. What's the bigger concern? Because at the end of the day, disrespect is disrespect, and Chris Brown been disrespecting, and several other artists been disrespecting black women. So I guess as long as black women continue to accept the disrespect, we should just sit here and just take it. I guess that's what we should do. Is that what we should do? Should we stop listening to everybody's music because a lot of the music is disrespectful? Hell, Rick Ross said he was gonna put some in your drink and have a good time with you. He didn't get canceled. There's a whole lot of people that didn't get canceled for what they said, and y'all still bobbing your heads. Y'all still having a good time. Y'all still going to the concert. Y'all still buying their merch. Y'all still following them on social media. I mean, so I'm just asking the question. Should we be angry and upset at his preference? Hell, Tyrese basically called y'all some nappy-headed hoes. Y'all still love Tyrese, even though he married his black queen, who everybody insisted was not black, but I don't know what nationality she is, but her last name was something like Schwartzberger or something. I don't know. I'm just making it up. But again, is this something that we should, commit to, or do we have, bigger battles to fight? Because at the end of the day, we always talk about women's empowerment. the disrespect of the black women, but if we don't demand respect, will we ever get it? Is this something we need to press on? Should we make him change his lyrics, in this song, or should we just continue to move on until there's a worse violation in another song when he actually calls y'all nappy-headed hoes? I'm just asking the question. Okay, black women will forever be disrespected because they accept any old bullshit. I say that all the time. Y'all accept a whole lot of B word. I mean, I'm like, he calling y'all pretty bitches, ugly bitches, fat bitches, skinny bitches, bitches with nice hair, bitches with lace fronts. At the end of the day, you just another bitch to him. So, is that something that you want to be? Just let me know. I don't know. Rappers disrespecting women, drug thug life praising is what is bringing down the black community. Cancel the music. Should we cancel the music, or should we just be a little bit more attentive to the lyrics? Or do we just, allow free speech to reign supreme and decide as a collective what to buy, what not to buy, what to support, what not to support? I mean, it's all on us. As long as we keep continuing to support those lyrics will keep coming. You said, not me. We are being disrespected by others, and black men add to it. Don't even get me started. Okay, so the phone number today is 718-362-6360. I would love to hear what y'all have to say about Chris Brown in this situation. Should he be counseled? Should he not? Some of y'all are talking about Tokyo Toni. I don't even know what Tokyo Toni did, because y'all know I've been off of social media. I just know that Chris Brown said what he said in his song. He is unapologetic. He said he is not taking it back, and he want to see y'all pictures so he can know who ugly and who ain't. That's all I know. His own mother is black, and his grandmama. How dare him? I mean, clearly it's a whole new world. It is a whole new world because remember all the songs like Trey songs and all of them, like every man, like even Future, every man was singing about having a foreign girl. Every man wants an exotic. Every man wants something other than black. And so, him saying that I guess he was saying, he wants black B words with nice hair. I mean, I guess he's trying to I don't know, smooth it over. Instead of saying an exotic, he did say black, but he called y'all a bitch. So I don't know. I'm just here. Caller 4896, you are on the line.
Hey, Michelle.
Hi. Who am I speaking with?
This is Alan Quartermain.
Hi, Alan. Good. How are you? Long time no hear.
I know. I'm so glad to see you back and recovered and getting ready for Essence and all of that.
Yes, I'm getting there, child. I'm getting there.
Well, I'm glad the surgery went well for you, because my mother had fibroids, my sister had them, my aunt had them, so kind of by extension, I know what an ordeal that is.
Yes, it is just horrible. But, again, I've talked to so many women since then, and it's like, so many women have the same experience, and not a lot of people want to talk about it. So that's why I decided to talk about it, because I'm like, it's so common that, people suffer in silence when a lot of times they don't have to. Talk to people, learn the different things that you could do to, help relieve at least some of the symptoms. So.
Exactly. I actually stayed in the for women only live that you did just for that purpose, because I felt like, it's a lot of men. Well, I won't say a lot of men. For every man that doesn't take an interest or doesn't try to become educated, I promise you there are at least 2 or 3 that by extension have been impacted by fibroids.
Right.
We care about y'all, and we try to, be educated.
Right. And that's a good thing.
Find out, what's going on and what we can do to maybe help the situation or try to be knowledgeable.
Yes. I appreciate.
But I wanted to call in about this canceling Chris Brown.
Yes. Are you on team cancel, or are you on team, you don't really care?
Well, you know what? I gave this a lot of thought. And the thing is this, I really feel like, on the one hand, I do feel like all our women are being kind of slighted or disrespected on one level or another. But I will don't know whether we have anybody in the squad that's over the age of 45, 50. But
sure
I mean, back in the 70s, this dude made the song "Ain't Gonna Bump No More with No Big Fat Woman."
Yes.
Then you had the dude that made the song about he didn't like the girls with the skinny legs. And then you had the song about the girl that she was tall and it was long, tall Sally. Then you had Lil Richard made the song about the skinny girl called Boney Maroney. I mean, so people have been making songs, you know what I'm saying?
But that's all misogyny in some form or fashion. That's all talking about women as a whole, and not to make light of misogyny, because it is what it is, and men have typically, judged women on their looks, tall, statuesque, big boobs, big booty, all of that. But to now say nice hair, good hair, and nappy hair or whatever the case may be, now you like targeting a whole this little small group of women who are your biggest supporters, in my opinion.
But then, don't you think? I mean, that could kind of be subjective, because some people feel like for me, I have a full afro, and though I have soft hair, whatever, and by soft, I mean it is soft to the touch. I'll put it that way. But I have a full afro. So with that being said, some people, to them, that is nice hair. To other people, some people look at it and they don't like it because they just don't prefer a man with a full head of hair. They like a guy with a low haircut or waves or whatever the situation may be. I feel like, by saying nice hair, that could be anything, because his preference could be, I mean, if we weren't going based on the girls that he's dated.
That's what I was just about to get to.
His preference could be, chicks with short naturals. I mean,
who got a short natural?
Definitely is not. No. I'm saying if we left it just taking out, we dated Karuchi Tran, and if we were just looking at the lyric itself, okay, I like girls with nice hair. Well, that could be any type of female. You get what I'm saying? He didn't necessarily come out and say, I'm only going to date black girls with long hair hanging down their back, or I'm only going to date black girls with straight hair.
But then
I like bees with nice hair.
But then when he kind of clapped back and said, I'm going to buy you ugly hoes lace fronts, and, start talking about your edges and stuff, like, now we really know what you meant.
That's when he kind of went left. But then again, if we want to break it down and play both sides and play devil's advocate, you could be saying, okay, well, by nice hair, that means I want the girls that got edges, that their hair is not falling out or broken off from relaxers, or, I want a girl with a nice full head of hair, be it natural, be it straight, be it whatever.
But
most women, you think about it, most women,
I'm just listening, because I'm at this point. I'm like, why? I don't know. Why are you singing about her hair? You know what I'm saying? Like, men objectify women in so many different ways. Now is you objectifying her hair? Like, you sexualizing her hair?
But then, I mean, let's be clear. We do all objectify each other, because you have these women out there. I forget what the song was. I can't call it off the top of my head. But it was a rap song that basically said, the woman was saying that something to the effect of, I'm only going to deal with a guy that has a print and some gray sweatpants. Well, I mean, every man ain't, penises come in all sizes. So, there have been other songs where the girls have said that they only going to deal with men that are swinging a certain length between their legs, or they only want a tall man, or they only want a man that has a job, or they only want a man that, has muscles. I mean, hell, Diana Ross made the song Muscles, and she said, I want muscles all over his body. You know what I'm saying? She didn't say in that song, I'm going to deal with any man. She said, I'm going to deal with the man that has muscles.
Okay.
So with that being said, we all objectifying each other at the end of the day. If we gonna play devil's advocate.
That's true, but I mean, he offended an entire group of people.
But in
he called his whole fan base ugly.
My opinion, right.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now that was wrong. That was wrong. You can't come back from calling nobody ugly. Now I'm sorry, because what you don't like, somebody else may like. if we really gonna talk turkey here, I don't think we should cancel him, but I think he definitely owes all the sisters an apology. I feel like he needs to come back and take back that mess that he said about ugly, about, buying these girls lace fronts and stuff. What he needs to say is, all females.
But that's, and it's like, some ugly people buying your album. So how you calling people ugly? Oh my God. Like now you go, like you need to look at people's ID, but and judge their hairstyle before they give you their money. Like I'm just saying in general, I just feel like it was a whole lot that he did wrong. It started with the lyric. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Let me just make it very clear for J Farm D. I know a man wrote Muscles. Michael Jackson wrote and produced Muscles for Diana Ross. However, she recorded it in 1982. It was the lead single from her Silk Electric album.
Yes, give the facts.
So
okay.
I'm quite aware. But at any rate, again, Chris Brown, the only thing I'll say for Chris Brown, he should not have called the females ugly. He shouldn't have gone that route. What he should have said was, all females, all my black females have nice hair, period. And he could have, squashed the whole problem.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, but I feel like he said what he meant. He meant what he said, and he continued on the downward. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So he's sticking by it, and he's like, and what?
You're right. That is very true. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I don't feel like we should cancel him. I really feel like what needs to happen is maybe an elder needs to get with him. It ain't gonna do no good, but somebody needs to get with him and really school him on how to uplift instead of. I don't think he meant to tear anybody down. I think it was all in entertainment and fun. And I think we're in a time where we are hypersensitive to that because, our black women and our black men are getting so much disrespect and disregard heaped on them. Mm-hmm. And I think we're in a time where we're not necessarily sensitive. We're more aware than we've ever been.
Okay. I get it. Well, thank you so much for your input.
Just my 2 cents.
I appreciate you so much.
Anyway, I'm just going to be out at this point. So have a good night.
All right. Thanks so much, Mr. Quartermain. Bye.
All right.
Caller 3343. Hello.
Hey, Michelle. How you doing tonight?
I'm good. Is this Andrea?
Yes. I'm so glad that you're back, girl. You're looking good. You look blessed. Okay?
Thank you, Andrea. We missed you. I haven't seen you in a minute on here. Hey, Andrea.
Okay. I had a migraine last night. I caught your replay at 4 o'clock in the morning, okay?
Oh.
I'm a little upset because I didn't get your notification, but I'm good. But let me tell you about Chris Brown. That shit starts in the home, okay? Mm. Okay? When you start, I have a son and a daughter, and I tell them every day they're beautiful. But when you start saying nappy head and lace ones, it is disrespectful. And I've been done with that boy. Okay, he got anger issues, he got a drug problem, and he got a mommy and daddy issue. Okay, it's ridiculous. And when are we gonna say that we ain't gonna tolerate that and keep? I'm not going to his. I don't go to his concert. Number one, okay. I don't go to his concert. I don't play his music. And I tell my own 2 kids that too. And when are we going to say, I'm 45, I'm beautiful, and I don't need to see my picture because I'm growner than you, baby.
But it's, again, it's all subjective. That's why I'm like, why is he asking for pictures as if, all money is green? So you want a picture of this money before I spend it on your CD? Like, I'm just trying to figure that out. Like, what is...
And the problem I have with that is you should be lucky that we still try to help you out when you did that shit to Rihanna. You should be lucky on your knees that people are trying to come to your defense. But this is the stupid shit you do. You see, that's why we don't help people like this. Because this is the stupid shit they do. Ridiculous. Somebody send somebody a picture. I wish I would send him a picture because I know I'm beautiful.
Okay.
Who do you think he is?
I know. Talk about buying people lace fronts and stuff. What he talking about buying people lace fronts?
Yes. And you know what? It's so bad that every time even Cardi B's husband said he's like light skinned kid. It's so bad they putting black women against mixed black against mixed people too. That's not right. It's just not right.
You're right.
I mean, everybody has a preference. I do too. I like a light skinned brother always. Okay, but I would still date a dark skinned brother. It depends on how his character is.
Okay. I look. I'm with
if
you.
He ain't got what Kanye West say. I ain't mess with no broke nigga. I meant that too. If you can say it, I can say it too. I ain't messing with no broke nigga. You ain't got a job, a house, a car, ain't got shit. You still live in my house? No, thank you. You can't even have my number. I'm going to you, baby.
Oh my God, Young Jones, how are you saying that black women love playing victim when it's often the black women that are victimized? No one is playing a victim.
Thank you.
I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, should we just take it, shut up and take it? Is that what you want?
No,
you don't want us to say anything when we feel offended?
And that's the problem. That's the problem. They want us to shut up. I'm not going to shut up. I have a daughter, and she's 21. I'm saying disrespect is disrespect. No, you can't take that man. Because what are we saying to our young girls? It's okay for a man to call you a B or a nappy headed. And
right.
We know that with his crazy self too.
Right. You're right. Well, thank you.
And that's all taught at home. That starts in the home.
Well, we saw how his relationship was with his mother, but we're not gonna go there with Chris Brown because
he got some daddy issues too. If a daddy was there, a daddy was telling that son that's not okay to talk to your mama like that. Did you see what Blueface did to his mama?
Oh yeah, I did see that.
I wish my son would put me out of his house. Oh, it's gonna be a problem. And I don't care if he's paying for that house.
Wow.
I'm your mama. You better show me some respect.
Look, Kitty Cat agrees with you.
These young kids out here running around like a muck and ain't got no respect for grown people and their elders. My daddy don't even allow me to come to my house and raise his voice to him.
Okay.
What he told me is, I brought you in and I will sure take you out.
Well, thank you so much, Andrea. I appreciate you. It's a whole bunch of people waiting today, and I want to go through these calls, but we're going to go on Patreon later on tonight, too.
I'm so glad to see you back online.
Thank you, Andrea. I love your input. I appreciate you. All right. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Juno, what you in there singing to the windows, to the walls for? Like, we ain't got no balls, so if we singing that ain't got nothing to do with us. Call us 0785. You're on the line.
Hi, Michelle. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm calling from the SIP, of course.
Yes, the SIP. Who am I speaking with? A little bud.
Yeah. The guy that called before the last caller, I agree 100% with him. He had a lot of valid points, but I don't think that he should be counseled, or I don't think that he will. It don't matter about what we think, because I don't think he will be counseled.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't see really a lot wrong with what he said. I don't think that it's targeted at a type of women. I think that, like you said, the world has become too sensitized. Things that I grew up, I'm a 70s baby, so, the things we grew up saying and doing to other kids and to one another, the world, they'll try to cancel you now for that. I mean, we grew up using the F words and calling folk everything. I mean, we talked about your skin. Nothing was off limits. And it's just what it was. But I mean, he has a right to his opinion. I mean, he likes what he likes. I don't think that he has a dislike for dark-skinned women. I just think he don't like women. He don't have no respect for women as a whole.
Okay.
You have to think about most of the women that he dealt with are not dark-skinned. But have he treated them good? No.
Right.
Yes. According to them, he treated them like dirt. So, I mean, and what we consider to be good hair, it's an individual thing.
Right.
I mean, it don't mean that because I got an afro, like he said, I'm dark skinned or I'm light skinned or I got straight hair or I got nappy hair. Some of us do got nappy hair. It's real true.
But nappy hair could be good hair. That's the thing. Like, why should we always make, having nappy hair bad hair? Like, at the end of the day, what grows out of your scalp is good, whether it's straight, curly, whatever.
But that's the individual thing. But why do we isolate that to a race for people when we talk about bad hair?
Because we have a lot of internalized hate within ourselves because of slavery and mixed races and the children with the good hair got to be in the house with the massa and in the AC while the nappy headed children had to pick cotton. It all started in slavery. So for us to sit there and deny that it is internalized.
It's not that we deny it, it's the fact that we owning it by saying, oh well, because I'm dark. No, that don't mean you got bad hair. Light skinned people got nappy hair.
But that's what I'm saying. You saying nappy hair as if nappy hair is bad. Nappy hair is not bad. There's no such thing as good hair, bad hair. Like at the end of the day, there are different textures of hair. So to say light skinned people have nappy hair is kind of insinuating that nappy hair is bad to me. Now you might be trying to say it differently, but I don't know.
You find when you all these years when you go in the salon, you'll say, "Ooh, child, I need to perm my head next." Come on now. I mean, we got to be real with ourselves. We say these words as well. So when other people say it, then don't get offended by it. It's whatever you consider. Because a person may consider curly hair next. A person may call straight hair next. A person may call a Caucasian. They got nappy hair. They got bad. Well, I'm not gonna say that. They got bad hair. But what I would say that there are people hair that look better than others. There are people with I mean, it's just real talk. Everybody hair ain't beautiful. I'm not gonna even sit there.
Why everybody hair can't be beautiful? I mean, if it's dry and nappy, you can put conditioner on it and liven it up, twist it up. It can be curly or whatever. Like at the end of the day, exactly, Princess. I feel like coarse hair is the best hair to have. If I knew now what I knew back when I was getting perms, because I haven't had a perm in like 7 years, I would have never let perm touch my hair. My hair's always been thick and pretty. You know what I'm saying?
Don't make your hair beautiful. Perm ain't what I'm talking about. You don't need a perm for your hair to look good. I mean, if everybody thought that their hair looked so good, and what's up with it? If he talking about lace front, then we got to start glorifying that crap. When we sit around here wear all this mess on our head, and then when they throw it in your face, then it's a problem. If your hair is what you think, you got to love. It's self-love. If you think your hair is beautiful, then wear your hair. There's nothing wrong with being versatile.
Okay.
But don't be versatile 99% of the time and only wear your hair for a day when you want to go right before you go get it done. Then why are you doing all that? So I'm just saying we hypocrites too. Okay. You're out here wearing all these lace fronts, and it ain't just I'm not saying we as a couple.
No, I understand what you're saying. It's women in general, yes.
Because all the colors wearing lace fronts too. And that's what people get it twisted. They think it's not just a black thing they walk around with wigs and weaves. They wear it, all races wear it. That don't make no difference. They all wear it. Some people want longer hair. Some people want shorter hair. They might not want to cut their hair off. Yeah, various reasons why we wear what we wear.
So how do you feel about Chris Brown just basically targeting women's hair? Like, why is he singing about women's hair anyway? That's all I want to know.
Same reason women sing about things that they sing about.
Do we be singing about men's haircuts? Do we be singing about low temp fades? Do we be singing about, like, I'm just asking the question as far as like why? Like what gives him the right to be, judge and jury on what is good hair? That's how I'm just asking the question.
A lot of men now, because a lot of men of today, this generation of men that we have out here now ain't all men. They kind of very feminine too. So I just think any man that sit around and back in the days, men didn't talk about women. They might have called you nappy head. They talked about the head being nappy, but they didn't sit around and talk about people. Because men now are kind of have softened up. It's really a thin line between straight men and gay men. It's a very thin line, and what they talk about, and when you get into it with them, how they hit in certain places. I feel the same way about the gays, getting offended with us, with women, or anybody saying what they say about them. I grew up in the era where that's what we did. Mm-hmm. And I have a lot of gay friends. But at the end of the day, it's how dare you say something about me? Well, y'all talk about straight people. What darn difference do it make?
Right.
Who gives anybody the right to talk about to be one-sided and talk about one thing? If you talk about one thing, then you know there's no limit on jokes or talking about a person I don't think it's a limit to that. I mean, if you want to talk about a person, talk about it.
But I'm just, he does have a fan base, and a lot of times you cannot isolate your fan base. I don't care what your preference is. Money is green. So just like a lot of rappers, have been beat down, but for saying homophobic lyrics, and they go and change the lyrics quick, fast, in a hurry, because again, all money is green, and the last thing they want to do is step on the toes of the LGBT community. So the same thing should apply here. Like his biggest supporters are women. Chris Brown crooning, he got all these young girls falling over him or whatever the case may be, to sit there and be like, I'm sorry.
Because senses stick together. Women don't stick together. That's just real talk. We don't stick together. We don't stick together. We talk about other women. We talk about other women.
But and again, we should stick together. That's wherein this discussion comes into play. Like, that's why I asked: is he canceled? Is he not? Or are we gonna give him a pass? Like we've been giving him a pass all these other years. Chris Brown got so many passes. And I'm not saying cancel him. I'm not. I'm just saying at the end of the day, is this something that we should think about, or just add it to the growing list of other things that we've dusted off before?
You know how they gonna get a pass? Because you got a whole group of women that feel like, oh, well, he ain't talking about me. See, those women like that know how dare you type of chick, and that's a whole other subject. Those certain type of women, and I'm talking about black women, all races, because you got a lot of black ones, a light skin. They don't think he's talking about them. So in their opinion, oh, well, he's talking about me. I'm light skinned, I got good hair, or I got this. Oh, he's talking about me. He's talking about them.
Wow.
So it's not going to be no stick together when it comes to women, because women don't do that.
Yeah.
The gay community stick together.
That's so unfortunate.
If they are the stud, they don't care if they the queen. They don't care if they drag. They don't care if they transgender. They don't see. They got all kind of walks of life in that community, but they don't say, "Oh, he's just talking about the transgender." Well, I'm over here. I don't. He's just talking about the drag queen. I don't dress in drag, so he ain't talking about me. No, they all team up.
Right.
But we as women, we not gonna do. I'm gonna say, oh, he's talking about them. We're gonna sit up and laugh because we think that we are excluded. We don't do our ignorant self so here. We're not. None of us are excluded. These kind of cats don't respect none of us, and that's just the bottom line.
And that's the one thing I can agree with you on, is that, as far as him disrespecting women, he disrespected all women. He didn't, he said black bitches, skinny bitches, ugly bitches. I ain't talking to you. What at the end of the day, he calling all y'all bitches. You know what I'm saying? So should we just be like, okay, we all bitches, yay?
So I get offended by him calling us bitches. I mean, we use that word every day too. So I mean, for a lot of us, not me, but I'm saying that's a common word. That is just what he do. He got money, he got fame, and he don't give a damn. So it's a lot of him out there that feel the way he feels. And people got a right to feel the way they feel. And then you got a right as a human being to say whether or not you want to support him, or whether or not, these chicks still run. I guarantee you they still running behind. His phone still blowing up. They don't care. They don't care if he called them whatever he called them, they still gonna chase him.
Right.
So what do he care? Why should he respect somebody that don't respect themselves? There's power in unity and in numbers. And until women learn to unify and say, hey, if you hit this sister, if you attack this sister, if you attack this color, this race, this chick with the straight hair and I got curly hair, or the chick with the curly hair and I got straight hair, or this chick with the lace front and I don't wear lace front, this chick right here with this, until you, with alopecia, people have various reasons why they do. But if you attack her, you just like attacking me. That's my sister. Regardless of the race or the color or what she look like or what size we are, if you attack her, you attack me, we all gonna come together and we're gonna shut this down. And that's the bottom line.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your input. I certainly appreciate it. From the SIP.
All right, thank you. I'll see you listen.
All right, thanks. All right, bye-bye. What y'all Juno in there causing trouble? I need to block Juno. Hey, thank you so much, Princess AG, for putting the number in the chat. I appreciate you so much. Caller 9773, you on the line. Hello. What's up, C. Patterson?
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, who am I speaking with?
It's Jakayla.
Hey, Jakayla. How you doing?
I've missed you.
I've missed y'all so much.
And I'm glad you're doing better.
Thank you so much.
On to the foolishness. So I really do think that a lot of us speak too generally, and I don't think people understand that we probably should change our language. Like, instead of saying these women, instead of saying these men, we should just say us. Because that's the only way we're going to change things. When you try to think too generalistically and put everybody in a box, it's not going to work out. And I also think that people are trying to be too objective with the way he's thinking. We know the way he was thinking. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. We don't have to examine the past women he's dated. We don't have to go into pictures. We don't have to look at his mom. We just look at him. He's giving us, like, if we were lawyers, this would be an easy case court.
Yeah.
And so I just really think that we should just look at his, like, honestly, personally, I thought he was the one who started the whole cancel culture.
You feel like Chris Brown started the whole cancel culture?
Yeah. Wow. He was the first person I ever heard that term even being referred to.
Oh, wow. Okay. That makes sense.
And I don't think that it's our generation, well, not, because I'm a millennial, 25. I don't think it's like my generation just being too sensitive. I think it's social media. And I think it's social media making a lot of us realize, hey, we feel the same way.
I agree with that. I feel like social media has changed a lot. Scale, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Sometimes I do feel like the conversations get a little dangerous, because I do feel like not all the conversations are held with the right amount of awareness. Because not everybody has the words to verbalize how they feel about situations.
Right.
And so I do think that some conversations aren't being handled the way they probably should be handled, and they get blown out of proportion.
Okay. Well, thank you.
I don't know if I'm making any sense.
You're making a lot of sense, and I agree with you. I do feel like, everyone's experiences in life are not the same, so we all have different perspectives. That's why, a lot of times there's no rights or wrongs, and shades of gray and all of that. Like, that's why I feel like it's important to have discussions about certain things, because what I feel is wrong and totally out of order. You may explain it away, to me, and be like, well, actually, he meant this, da, da, da. But from my perspective in this situation, I feel like it's not just black women that he's disrespecting. I feel like he's disrespecting women as a whole, and that's just my opinion.
Oh yeah, I do agree with like one thing the last caller said, the fact that he does not like any woman. I don't think he likes anybody, himself included. He has gone off the scales a long time ago.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
And it's so
I'm not going to pretend to even know his problems, so I'm not a therapist. But he needs one on deck.
Yeah.
Finish him off.
I agree.
But I do believe that we need to be very sensitive with the way we have these conversations, and just make sure not to railroad anybody in the way they feel. Because as a black woman, especially like I'm blessed that I have a mom who raised me like, I'm not my hair, EDIRE and stuff. So those comments don't hurt me when I hear them, because I have my own confidence.
Right.
But I do have friends who did not grow up with that confidence, and I do have friends who have just now started wearing their own hair and stuff like that. And there's also no problems for making them wear their own hair.
And look, I'm the same way. I didn't know it was a problem until, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I was team weave. I was team everything. Like, it got to the point where, dang, what's wrong with my hair? Why I can't wear it all the time? Like, so.
And I think there becomes a problem when we say, well, you girls are wearing lace fronts, and you know what you girls are doing because you don't wear it. This is where I think it becomes such a problem. Like, just leave us all alone. He needs to leave us alone. We need to leave each other alone. We need to not see each other on this one.
Right. Well, thank you so much, Jacayla. I appreciate your input.
No problem. When are we getting back on Patreon?
Yes, I'm coming back tonight. We're gonna have an ATLien After Dark tonight. Probably like.
Stay up. All right.
All right. All right. It won't be too late because it's gonna be like 11 o'clock. Cause look, I'm still on painkillers, so I have to take my medication so I can give me some sleep. But yeah, but it'll be like 11 o'clock tonight.
All right.
All right. Good night. See you later. Bye. Some of them lace fronts be looking like y'all so wrong. Somebody asked me, did I have on a wig? No, this is my braids, whatever. But this is my hair braided up. Anonymous, you're on the line. Hello. Hi, who am I speaking with?
This is Paulette out in California.
Oh, hey, Miss Paulette, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, and yourself?
So great to hear your voice. I'm well, thank you.
Oh, thank you. You know what? I did not. How can I put this? We're concerned with the fact that he's versus nice hair. There are a lot of men out here making songs rating females. I think Chris could have gotten away and maybe tried to explain himself and say that the nice hair he meant, it was a nice hairdo. That's what he's talking about. Women that go to the beauty salon to get their stuff. But his response was very tacky.
Mm-hmm.
But the poor baby, either he's off his psychiatric medication or it's those drugs.
Mm-hmm.
His face all sunken in. He looks disheveled, unkempt. For those that are unfamiliar with those terms, that means he looks dirty, like a homeless man.
Well, he's been looking that way for a while, and we kind of just been ignoring him. Like, when he got his braids, and then he started, like he's looked worse. I mean, I don't know, but at the end of the day, like Chris Brown always gets a pass. That's why I asked the question of, should we give him another pass, or is this something we really should, picket and protest about?
When I say, Michelle, what we need to do, like-minded individuals, and include us in the should we give him a pass? Because I stopped supporting him a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
I supported him the first time because I'm one of those people. I hate to see someone pumped on in attack, beat down. Now we can beat down our own people. It's kind of like I can cuss out my family members, and I don't care if we fall out and fight. But when you start talking crazy, no, I'm jumping in and come to the rescue.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at a lot of these black celebrities when they fuck shit. Excuse my language. Now, we can beat them down and kick their ass and talk shit. But when outsiders start contributing, I'm like, oh, hell no. Let me round up the circle. Let me call everybody we need to protect. But I stopped protecting him a long time ago because he had one too many chances.
Mm-hmm.
And what I do with people or businesses or products that are does not benefit us or benefit me, I stop supporting, I tune it out. So I couldn't even tell you what new song Chris has out now. I mean, if you're here in California, unfortunately, because I grew up here, you can be lost in the shuffle. You can grow up having those self-hatred ideas where you think everything light skin is better.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you come out here, you'll see a lot of black females and black males. We're dating outside our race, or we marry outside our race, or we have children outside our race.
Mm-hmm.
But, and part of that is we may not have had anyone in our home to instill that self-love, that pride,
Mm-hmm.
And it's unfortunate, and you look at the music and entertainment today. I mean, there's no one, and not even outside of entertainment, there's no one protecting the black woman. There is no one. So oftentimes, and all the time, we have to defend and protect ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as comment about a nice hair, I could care less. You get more upset that he was calling you a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And then his comments afterwards, like, God, dog, that boy needs help and the mama needs help. She doesn't have any self-esteem. She was a battered woman. I mean, people don't know what type of relationship children have with their parents, and then they grow into adults. And then when they're adults with money and access to, just about whatever they desire, people are going to shut up and cater to them.
Mm-hmm. And that's what's been happening, with Chris Brown over the years. Like, this is not the first time he said something that's problematic, and it's not gonna be the last. So, we just keep going. Oh, okay, it's just Chris Brown, but he's saying all of this to the masses. He's, teaching his ideology to the masses of, young guys who look up to him, young girls who look up to him. So it's like, do we just, not say anything, or do we, make, even though it's not going to change anything, but I feel like us discussing it at least shows that we know that it's a problem.
Well, yes, that's good. Everyone can discuss it, but I pay none of them no attention.
Yeah.
I mean, what's this new thing? Just to divert from Chris a little, like there is no self-respect. I think I called into your live one time months ago where I was talking about how the only thing that the media wants to show are the negative images of black women and black men. They want to show us as hoes or inarticulate, mispronouncing words, wanting to fight, and they want to show that all men are gay. They want to show all these negative images. And I'm not saying being gay is negative, but they never want to show an image of a black man that's strong, uplifting his people or protecting a black woman. When you compare that to white people, the white woman can be cracked out, messed out, whatever, but you can be sure and rest assured that if anybody said anything or put their hand on that doped out white woman, these white men are going to come to her rescue.
Wow.
They're not going to, beat her down when everybody else, is beating her down. And I just don't know. But it's just a culture where it's just no morals, just tacky, just classless. Women, or I shouldn't say women, females expect guys to respect them when they're not even respecting themselves. And the point I wanted to get to, but I got lost in translation, is about that cucumber challenge. Women sucking on cucumbers and slobbing and stuff like that stuff is cute. Then you have females. I know dudes don't even think clearly. Guys don't think clearly. They're turned on if the wind blows hard enough. But you have females justifying this type of behavior. Nobody's jealous. Nobody's an old woman that needs to go sit and mad because we can't turn up. Honey, we used to turn up when we were younger. We just did it discreetly.
Right.
Nobody knew we were a freak.
Right.
We did not know that.
A lady in the streets, a freak in the sheets. Exactly.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm like, these poor children, I'm going to see them up in the hospital with no gag reflex when they're old ladies. They're going to be on a Nexus or honey thick liquid diet. They can't even... And for the medical professionals, they'll know what I'm referring to when I use those terms.
And doing all that with a cucumber that ain't even flexible, like that ain't even real. Like, what did you talk? Like, what did you? Let me stop. Go ahead.
Honey, whoever messing with a man with a penis that big, honey, you need to be shot. Your whole inside. Look, Auntie about to just confess something. One time, honey, I saw a man, honey, it scared the hell out of me. I saw a man with a penis so big I had never seen that big before. And I said, and where's that going? He said, baby, I'm going to make love to you, not to you.
You're like, my vagina got to live to see another day. Like, not today. I got to use this again one day. Like, I'm good.
I'm like, ooh, I should have did my girlfriends. I had a couple of girlfriends that were real adventurous. They said, well, why you didn't call me, Paulette? I mean, girl, please. You got a good job. I said, baby, I will give you the number right now. Right now. I said, you can have them because, honey, that is too much for me.
Ooh, Miss Paulette. Well, thank you so much, Miss Paulette, for the story. I appreciate you. Somebody said it's going left. It went left. All right. Look at you, though. Well, thank you so much.
We'll bring it back to Okay, thank you.
All right, bye. Look, that was a fun after dark conversation. Right, Black Ice. It's turned into the cucumber. Child, I don't know. But call it 8133. You're on the line. Hello.
Hi, Michelle. This is P. Marcel.
Hey, P. Marcel. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm better.
How are you doing?
I'm much, much better. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I've had fibroids or whatever, and I know it's not about fibroids, but sorry, don't get to talk to you as much.
That's all good.
Take it, don't underestimate it, because just because you're feeling good doesn't mean that your insides are healed. Now, I heard you said you were going to the Essence Festival, so
Yeah.
I just my advice: take it easy.
Yes, child. Everybody been fussing at me. Everybody been fussing at me, but I'm like, I'm good. I'm gonna be good. I'm not gonna look. I chill in the hotel room if I have to, child. Cause you know I love ordering room service.
Yeah.
So I just need to be a presence.
Your body.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Chris Brown. I mean, I thought he was just like a gorgeous musical Michael Jackson genius, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's when she ain't too back in the day. Even after, like, we can forgive the Rihanna stuff or whatever because we wasn't there. But at some point, when do you stop forgiving him?
And that's
like, when do you say, okay, this person has a problem?
That's how I feel. You know, I've been dragging Chris Brown since the Rihanna situation. I done wrote so many posts. I remember writing a post called, Chris Brown versus Rihanna, the blow blah blow. I really believe that, he beat her ass mercifully, unmercifully. And it was just unfortunate that they both were public figures and it played out the way it did. But at the end of the day, it was wrong. He was wrong. Any man that beats a woman like that, period, I don't care what the situation is wrong. But I digress. But
he mistreated Karuchi. So,
yes,
like as you said, something happened in his childhood.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say people need to talk to therapy. Therapy is good.
And he has always needed therapy. I remember that time he threw the chair out the window at Good Morning America and then was walking down the street with no shirt on. And, a time when he got online cursing everybody out and then his people had to take his phone and, he had to quit social media for a while. And I feel like now it's getting to the point where that may be something needs to be done again. But he's older now, so I'm sure he don't have those type of handlers anymore. But it's like he gets out of control, especially the lyrics is one thing, but when he came back and said all the things that he said after the lyrics, it's like, oh, you really meant what the people thought you were meant, because the people could have been like stretching it a bit to going overboard, but once he started going in, it's like now it's even worse. So it's like, how many passes do you give him?
And his child is a black woman. So, like, at the end of the day, people don't understand that karma, it may not come to you. Sometimes karma comes in the form of your children. So, I mean, he needs to think about that. He needs to think about, it's funny because I have friends who say, oh, I would have kept doing what I was doing until I had a little girl. But, I mean, he has a little girl, and that's weird that it still hasn't changed his way. Because do you want someone to say the same thing about your daughter or treat your daughter the way that you treat women?
Right. Calling your daughter, his daughter's just another bitch. Like, he feel like all the women are just another bitch. She's a bitch. So, she's just a young bitch. I don't know.
Women, think about your daughter. Nothing else.
Right. I totally agree with you. Totally.
Well, all right, girl.
Well, thank you so much, P. Marcel. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too. And you take care of yourself, okay?
I will. Thank you so much.
All right, bye.
Bye. Okay, look, you guys, I guess I'm the only other caller. So, the Chris Brown situation, again, I'm kind of like, whatever the case may be, like, I can't cancel him. What I can do is create a conversation where we kind of like think about, like, is it really, as serious as it seems? But some of the things that he said, like, again, I don't feel like this person was being disrespectful when they asked him, is it a preference? They was like, so is this considered a preference or discrimination? And when he responded back to them, pretty much, I don't give a fuck about y'all. Y'all negative booty face ass bitches. I'ma start giving away free lace fronts for all you weird females with the skid row edges and low self-esteem. Aside from that, hop off these nuts and blah, 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 blah. It's like, how else can you interpret what he meant? Like, and again, We just, it is what it is. You said, thank you so much to all the callers. Yes, thank you, callers. I appreciate you. But he popped off. He did what Chris Brown normally does. He popped off. Juno said it's still funny. I guess it's funny, but he still got to make money from these people, and I'm sure he don't care if he lost a few. But at the end of the day, you calling your fans ugly and lace front and skid row edges and this, that, and the third. Like, he need to be saying every woman is beautiful. Every woman is beautiful. As long as you cutting these checks to these concerts and to these appearances and for this music, I love everybody. But again, you said, I mean, it's definitely discrimination. Him and Tokyo went back and forth. I vaguely kind of know what you're talking about now. I think I saw that on Instagram where Toni said something about a friend of hers had a section and only light-skinned girls were allowed in that section. It was Chris Brown's section or something. Did you play the Tokyo Vanity video? No, but let me find it. Hold on. Let me find it. Watch ticket sales don't do good. Let all them big hair Becky's, good hair Becky's buy his meat. Y'all so wrong. TOKYOVAN. So where is it? What it look like? Hold on.
Okay, all that talking about can you?
Oops.
That talking about can you take me out and all that, like, that's not for me. Second of all, I'm not even the type you into things of lighter complexion.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
That talking about can you take me out and all that, like, bitch, that shit not for me. Second of all, bitch, I'm not even the type, bitch. You into things of, lighter complexion. Coke, heroin, Molly, acid, embalming fluid, cigarettes. I'm just saying, Puerto Rican women, white women, Asian women, and that's all fine because that's your preference and we are entitled to a preference. Bitch, all I'm doing is calling it like I see it. When we was in the club in Miami and we was in the club in LA, bitch, in your section, your rules was no darkies. You wouldn't let my homegirl in LA, but you let all her friends in. And in Miami, you wouldn't let my other homegirl in, but you let all her friends in. But y'all was talking about no dark skinned women. All I'm saying is, like a gangster, how you feel, stand on that shit. Because me, however I feel about anything, I'ma stand on the 10 toes. Bitch, don't come changing your opinion and how you feel about shit because everybody bashing you. And further, and then
Oops.
with me today. Furthermore, let me know that bitch, you must be on them drugs bad. Because bitch, I don't even play with niggas like you. Bitch, I make a real nigga back the fuck out you. Bitch, you'll really be around LA dancing, bitch. And then for
Okay, so I guess Chris Brown said something to Tokyo. He posted her picture on his Instagram and said, "Oh shit, Tokyo Vanity, damn, you fine baby girl." This is the picture, if you can see it. And he I guess, she clapped back on him and basically said, this is why she said what she said. You said sad but true. Well, he is called Chris Brown crackhead for a reason. You saw me. That is me something. I think I had another call. Hold on. Let me call back into this line. Black women are definitely exotic. Sometimes I look at dark skinned women and in awe. It's all about promoting dark skinned women, how dark skinned women are represented in the media. I agree. But there are certain biases that exist that, will always exist, and it is what it is. But oh, okay. I guess the caller hung up. I'm sorry, caller, because I had switched over to. Oh no, there she is. She. Hello, you are on the line.
Hello?
7169. Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes. Hi. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, this is Jean.
Hey,
I'm in California.
Jean. Hey, Jean. How you doing?
I'm good. I was watching your live, so I just wanted to call in and, talk about a little bit about the whole Chris Brown situation.
Okay. So what do you think? Should he be canceled? Is it a problem? Is it an issue? Like, what do you feel like what he had to say?
Well, for me, honestly, I'm a huge Chris Brown fan. Like,
ever since he came out, like I love Chris Brown. Everybody that knows me, my family, friends, like they know, like I love Chris Brown. Like if I could marry him, like I would marry him. Like that's how much of a biggest fan I am with him. But like when he did come out with saying what he said in the song, and I listened to it and his response back, I'm not surprised. Honestly, that's why it doesn't really hurt me too much because, like I said, I'm a big fan of his. So I know who he's dated in the past and stuff like that. So I kind of knew like the way he felt about black girls.
Hold on just a second. I think my video froze. I gotta redo something. Hold on for 1 second. Hold on. Am I back? Am I back? It said I was frozen, but I think I'm back. Just Lovely said, oh no, video frozen. I still have the caller on the line. If y'all can see me, press 1 if you can see me. Press 1 if you can see me. Are we back? Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know because we were still talking. Hello, caller, you're on the line. We back.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So no, you're fine. So what I was saying was I kind of knew like how he felt about black women. Like obviously I didn't know like hair situation would be a problem, but I knew he kind of like didn't date black women because I can see in his music videos and look at his girls that he's dated in the past. Like none of them are like Rihanna was probably the closest thing to like, and she's light skinned and she's Rihanna, so I put her on a different caliber. But I don't know. I feel like he's in a world like the media world, and Chris Brown's been famous for a long time. In that type of world in Hollywood, we know how they feel about black women, particularly dark-skinned black women. We are put down, and we're not considered the beauty standard. If they do consider someone who is beautiful, it'll be someone that's black. They'll probably consider someone like Beyonce or like Rihanna. You know, again, they're light skinned and they kind of have that European look to them. So that's what they consider as far as black women as being beautiful. So I think him being in that world for so long, and those type of girls are usually those type of girls that would come around him. And it's not particularly black women that are around him. So it's like being in that type of world for so long, he gets that brainwash in that from being in that world for so long. So him seeing how they think black women look, which is ugly, and what they want to consider not having good hair, nappy hair, or whatever how they want to say it. I think he kind of got brainwashed to thinking that. So for him, he's like, okay, if I'm gonna mess with a black girl, she's gonna have good hair. And I'm sorry.
No, I'm listening.
Yeah, so I'm thinking with him, I think it's more of a brainwash thing. From him being in that whole Hollywood situation for a long time, they don't look at girls that are, dark skinned, particularly black. And we heard what Tokyo Vanity was saying. And Chris Brown is not the only black celebrity now who acts like that. Like I go to those type of clubs or whatever you want to say, parties and stuff like that. And most of those people that get into the VIP section are lighter skin. If they are black, lighter skin, maybe they're mixed.
So you think it's okay, like being brainwashed to hate his own skin color, hate the skin color of his sisters, aunts, cousins, mothers, grandmothers? You feel like that's okay? Like, people in the chat feel like, you kind of.
I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying I think it's more of a brainwash thing. It's again that stereotype. It's that stereotype, and it's that because him being in that world. Because when we're in the regular world, I always say this all the time. In the regular world, there might be some black men that act stupid and be like, oh yeah, I only want to date light skinned people too or whatever. But in the regular world, most black men are like, they would date any black sister. Like that's not an issue. That's not a problem. Again, we might have like very few of them that may act stupid. It might be brainwashed as well. But in the regular world, it's not really that much of a big issue. It's like the media in the Hollywood world, what they portray as black women not being beautiful, especially when we rock our natural hair. So him being in that world.
But now that
seeing
world
that,
has
okay,
kind of like, especially
mhm,
with social media, that world is now our
mhm,
world. Entertainment is now, online,
right,
touchable, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube or whatever the case may be. Like the whole entertainment scene is now what everybody wants to look like and be. So you feel like it's
right.
is is everybody is the overall brainwashing of society, or is it just the stars? You know what I'm saying? I feel like
It's mostly the stars, and they are putting that on. Again, most people, we look up to stars, right? We watch these celebrities; they have a huge platform. So I think again, they can end up brainwashing us regular people because there's a lot of black men. I mean, I've heard black men on a regular basis sometimes have talked and say, "Oh, I want to date a girl with," if you want to say, so-called nappy hair, a black girl with so-called nappy hair. So there are some people that are brainwashed, but in majority of the black men out here are not really like that. They will date a sister with, natural texture, beautiful hair. And I think, I don't know, that's from what I've seen, that's what I've seen. I think it's mostly like the media in Hollywood that's like that. And they are kind of influencing us, you know what I'm saying? And that's not a good thing. And I think, I don't know, I just feel like maybe Chris Brown, and again, I'm probably the biggest fan, but I think he needs to, maybe we need to kind of like, I want to say boycott, but I think he needs to learn a lesson here. I think this is a lesson learned. And obviously, when he did his response, it sounded like he didn't even care.
he did.
Because most of his fan bases are black women. I mean, I'm a straight black, I'm Haitian. So I'm like probably black in the street. I'm Haitian. I got that nice, kinky, very afro, puffy hair. Like, I'm full black. And, what he said, he's basically talking, from what I think his lyrics mean, right? He's talking about someone like me, and I'm someone who's like a huge fan of his and who support him. So even when he went to that Rihanna situation, I still had his back and everything. I'm like, you guys should give him a second chance and stuff like that. But you know what I think? He has too much support from us black women as his fan base, and I think that maybe we should take a step back, and then maybe he will be able to see how much, like, okay, like, most of my fan base are black women, are these black women that I've been calling ugly and, saying I'm going to buy them lace front wigs and stuff like that. And then once he see that support, most of his support is gone, he's going to start feeling remorseful, and he's going to start realizing, like, hey, like, these black women are the ones that has my back. You think he's right? I'm not trying to put any rifles down or these Latin or whatever he's into, these mixed chicks. I think he likes Asian women because most of his girlfriends are like Asian. Those girls are not out there supporting him, having his back. If anything, most of them probably want him for his money. We always see him on the news having problems with some women, saying that he insulted them. None of them are black women because we want to do that to him. But again, he's turning it back and he's talking bad about us and saying negative things. So I think we should take a step back, maybe stop supporting him so he can learn a lesson. So I don't know.
Yeah,
no. A suggestion. I don't know.
Look, I agree. Again, and that's why it's important to have this discussion because I don't know what the answers are, what's correct and what's not. But at the end of the day, like, it was kind of disturbing his reaction to people's being offended because you can't tell anybody how to be offended. And so because all of these women pretty much went to him and said, look, and some of them were Team Breezy, they was like, that's offensive, for you to say that. We don't like it, it's wrong. You have people of every nationality, race, hairstyle, who support you. So why are you saying something that's so offensive to us? And for him to come back and say, fuck you ugly bitches and all of that jazz, it's disrespectful to his fan base. It doesn't have anything to do with why is this so discriminatory versus a preference or whatever the case may be. It's listen to the people who said they're offended and then decide how to handle it. Just my opinion. But thank you.
I 100% agree. Again, he wasn't remorseful, and again, I think he showed his true colors, and he basically found. I mean, he was telling the truth. That's how he obviously feels about, especially particularly black women. And the crazy thing is, if he had said, he could have just said, "I like to fuck," excuse my language, but I like to, as black women, he could have just said that. But why did he have to put, oh, she has to have nice hair or good hair, whatever that means? Because if he had said, oh, I like sleeping with white women, he probably wouldn't have said nothing else. He would have just said, oh, I like sleeping with white women. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have, but when he said the black women, he has to put, oh, but they have to have nice hair. And that's what kind of like
It was a
took me
trigger.
off.
It
I
was a
was like,
trigger.
what does that mean?
Yes, it was a
Like, what
trigger.
does nice hair mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
I agree totally. But thank you so much for your call. I
yeah.
appreciate you.
Yeah, of course. And I'm going to continue to support you. I love your channel.
Oh, thank you.
And just have a good rest of your day.
Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you.
All
Bye.
right, bye. That was gonna be the last call since all y'all calling in. I guess I'm gonna take all of y'all. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Caller 8770s. Hold on. Let me mute some of these people. 8776. You are on the line.
Is that me, Michelle?
That is you.
Hi, how are you feeling?
I'm better. Thank you so much for asking.
I'm so glad. I was worried about you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I was like, I haven't seen Michelle. Oh, Lord, you start panicking. I was like, oh, my God. So I was like, let me just...
Like, did they get her? Did they finally get her? Did they sneak up and snatch her up and put her in the basement? I'm just kidding. No, I'm good. Thank you so much.
I was worried. Michelle.
Yes.
I think all this stem with the races and everything and the dark skin, light skin conversation that we're having today. First of all, let me say it's 2019, and it's a shame that we're still having this conversation.
I agree.
However, I think it stems from our people having a lack of understanding of who they are. And knowing who they are and where they originally came from, and their actual history is so much research out here that will show if folks just look. You understand?
And that's why I brought up the fact of the good hair. Like, what is good hair versus bad hair? When you talk about nappy hair, good hair, and it's like people keep talking about nappy as if that's an offensive term or whatever the case may be. But I mean, if your hair is coarse and versus your hair being curly or your hair being straight or whatever the case may be, I just feel like hair is hair, and if it's well groomed and is kept is good hair. So why is it that we have to discriminate between people with long hair, light skin versus people with coarse hair?
That's what I'm saying. It's a lack of understanding of who you are. Because if he understood what blackness means, he would know that the nappier the hair, the nicer and better it is.
Exactly.
And he don't get that. And he's using terminologies and definitions that was given to him that falsely to hide who he was and who his people is. So he don't know. So he's confused. And as much as a talent he is, he should really, really take the time to discover who he is and who his people are and where he comes from, not just glimpse over what somebody is telling him.
Right.
And then if anything, if people would prefer who they prefer. I'm not going to knock that from someone. But if he would have mixed those lyrics and said, I like girls with this type of hair, but they have to have black in them, then he would have been a hero. You understand what I'm saying? Because then that would have told us that he understood who he was and who we are and how valuable we are as a race. But when he said with good hair, it's stemming from what we currently define what United States people define as good hair.
Right.
We automatically assume that.
And again, it goes way, way, way back to slavery, and when the lighter skinned children with the straighter hair were the kids that were allowed to play with the masses' children, and the women and the men who were had straighter hair were allowed to be inside the house, while there's all of that too. And it's like a lot of people don't know that history or haven't been taught that history, and or don't even care about their history and just seem to, know that there's like this whole self-hatred in a lot of black people where they see something that doesn't look like themselves and they think it's better than what they are because, their hair isn't crinkly or their hair, and it's just unfortunate that, we got people singing about that now, and then, we got these little girls and boys growing up who haven't been taught that yet, and they see that, and then they're ingrained, in their mind too. So it's just crazy to me. So that's why, I chose to talk about it.
Yeah, you should have, because Mr. Brown, at this point, he really, okay, I understand that he's always on the defense, because, I understand because he gets in a lot of trouble. He's always in the news. The spotlight is always on him. So I understand that his first course is to go straight to anger. I understand that, because if you get beat up all the time, and always in conflict, that will be your first go-to. However, he must, and these other entertainers, they must take in consideration the damage that they are doing, not only to the generation that's here, but the generation to come afterwards. Because when they do that, they're just passing along these lies and this self-hate and this doubt.
Right.
For their race, and he should understand that. I mean, I know you say, well, I'm just making a song, but no. You're making art, and art is to be appreciated by the public, and it could bring up or tear down.
Right.
And he must consider it.
And that was the point, like, even the people who, were offended at his lyrics, maybe some were coming at him wrong or whatever the case may be, but his response to those people was what really kind of created a different kind of outrage. Because then here you are calling everybody bitch. It must be the ugly bitches. It must be this bitch. It's like now you insulted women in general. So it's just interesting to see it all unfold. And again, he's gotten pass after pass after pass, and I'm sure he'll get another pass this time. But at the end of the day, I just feel like it just needs to be discussed, and at least something to pay attention to.
Right, and I hope he thinks about this and comes back later with a different conclusion. And it must be talked about, because I'll be damned. I don't want these negative. I don't want negative views about my race when I know who I am. I know who God created.
Right.
I know where my people stem from. And I love, love, love my color, my skin. I love it.
Yes.
Change it for anything in the world. And it is beautiful. Our culture is the culture that we made in the United States. Everyone copies, from here to Japan to everywhere. So I love who I am. I love who my people. And I just wish when he gets on that stage, he tell us that he loves his people too. That's it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your call tonight.
Okay. Alrighty.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you. And I'm so glad you're better.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much. I had to take some time. It felt like a day, but it was, it felt longer than it was, but it was only like 11 days. So I'm good. I'm healing. I'm feeling better every day. But thank you so much.
Oh, and you're beautiful, Michelle.
Thank
you're
you.
Beautiful. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
All right. Night.
All right. Good night. Last call for alcohol, caller 7362. You are on the line.
Hey, Michelle.
Hi. Who am I speaking with?
This is Saray.
Saray?
Yes.
Hey, Saray.
Hey.
Good to hear from you.
I'm glad I was able to get on.
I'm glad you were too. Thank you so much.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
We're happy to see you. We're happy to hear from you. And we're happy to see that everything is okay with you.
Yes. I'm a work in progress, but today I feel good. So I appreciate you.
Well, good. So I have to call in because this subject, since this morning I was looking at all the stuff that was going on Instagram with Chris Brown and what he was saying, and it just makes me sad.
It makes me sad
so
too.
Like, why do these black men say things like that to make us females, black females, feel the way we do? Like, we're not that, but it's like there's no support, there's no uplifting. They pick at every single
about us,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like we can't say anything to them.
Right. Nothing. It's like,
So
you
it's
know,
just crazy to me.
and black women are the first women to hold down the black man, but at the end of the day, it's like they're gonna target everything. I don't like your hair. Why you wear fake lashes? Why you wear lace fronts? Why you wear weave? Why you this? Why you that? And it's like, why are you picking apart these women? Like, it's just anyway, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's like they know where we came from.
Mm-hmm.
You guys came from the same struggle,
Mm-hmm.
and we're trying to come up together in the struggle.
Yeah.
But it's like you're distancing yourself to pick the other races, and we're just by ourselves, left alone.
And I always say,
It's,
when you see a woman with a bad wig or, bad makeup or whatever the case may be, don't judge. Because at the end of the day, that person just wants to look pretty. You know what I'm saying? Like, they may not know how. They may not know how to install their wig perfectly. They may not know how to put their lashes on or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, this woman has an image of herself that she saw in a magazine, whatever the case may be. And you never know what anybody is going through. They just want to be beautiful, so it's just, I don't know, the struggle is real.
They want to be this beautiful being that these black men worship so much.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes it's a lack of self-esteem. Sometimes it's a lack of this, that, and the third. And sometimes, the main causes of these, self-esteem issues that's running rampant, I must say, in our community is the fact that, we turn on TV, we turn on social media, we turn on all these things, and we see what people are saying is the epitome of beauty. And a lot of it doesn't look like us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the struggle is, okay, I want to look like Kim Kardashian, and there's no way you can ever look like Kim Kardashian. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna sculpt my face. I'm gonna, wear all this makeup. I'm gonna put on these lashes. I'm gonna buy this lace front with this baby hair that look like good hair. I'm gonna do all these things because this is what the media portrays as what is beautiful. And again, it starts at home, but a lot of people at home don't have people telling them, that you look okay exactly as you are, and it's just unfortunate.
Yeah, with these kids growing up these days with social media,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't have those things at home, but they have social media to look at.
Right.
You see these men saying, "Oh, we need women with the nice hair." What's nice hair? Meaning that your hair is combed? Is it neat? What is he referring to?
Right.
That it needs to be straight, curly, what? So what's nice hair? So if you don't want us to be offended, you need to clarify because all you guys are talking are negative things about it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't say, "Oh, it's okay, I didn't mean it that way," or "You guys are looking too deep into it." No. What's nice hair?
Right.
Because this is something that we've been dealing with from all these years from the white media, the white,
Exactly. And it's a great conversation to have. And again, I feel like it was the perfect time for, Chris Brown to perhaps have said something different, but I don't know what we expected from Chris Brown. But the whole coming back, clapping back with, F you bitches, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It was like, okay, now we know you meant what you said what you meant, and whatever our interpretation is must have been spot on because
it is what it is.
Yeah. Yep.
And then his mom is gonna reply like, "Oh, really? No, Mama, you're African American. You grew up the same way we grew up, and you should teach him. You should tell him what we think about this or what we interpret it.
Yeah.
So you can come back and apologize or say something different because you didn't say anything to be nice.
Right. Besides, send me your picture so that I can judge you and rate you too, which is even worse.
Yeah.
Like,
so,
come on.
We need to continue this conversation. We need to stick together and let them know that they can't keep talking about us. They can't keep putting this negative energy out there about us when all we do, like we say over and over, is support them, be there for them, uplift them. But nobody's doing it for us, and we need to do it for ourselves.
You're right.
That's all I want to call in to say those 2 words.
Well, thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate you.
No problem.
All right.
You have a good night. Let me go back to the chat.
All right. Thank you. Oh, look, yeah, I've been on for a long time too. Hold on. He said, but it's okay for women to twerk to city girls who claim they could give a fuck about what a nigga say. The hypocrisy. I don't see the correlation between somebody saying giving a fuck. Like in our actuality, that could be kind of empowering, not giving a F what a nigga say. I'm just saying. But like I said, when you see certain things and you call it out for what it is, and you know who's spending their money on these particular, artists, is you have to speak up. That's just my humble opinion. You said you're from Dallas as well. We get along with all until you cross the line. I guess. So anyway, the entire post is on straightfromtheA.com. You can actually see what Chris said from beginning to end. You can see him, the video of him actually asking people for pictures so that he could judge them. He asked all his critics, let me see what you look like. Let me see what you look like. And let me go ahead and say this real quick. I wasn't going to dive too deeply into this, but there was also this viral video. I'm not going to play the video because it is what it is. But did y'all see that viral video of Bluebell ice cream girl? She licked the damn ice cream and put it back into the freezer. Well, now they have found the girl. They've been looking for the girl because apparently it's like a crime to tamper with food. And, she could face a misdemeanor prison sentence. I think in Texas, it's a felony if someone actually catches something from what you did. But yeah, the video is on straightfromtheA.com. And hell, let me read a little bit of it for you. She is like, the video actually went viral over the weekend. Someone was filming her. She was giggling. You see her at the, in the ice cream section of your favorite food market. She picks up Bluebell, and like people are like really going in on Bluebell ice cream because they're like, why wasn't the damn tub of ice cream secure? We need to have our Bluebell ice cream sealed with plastic. Why was it so easy for her to take the top off and lick it and put it back? But the disgusting prank created a firestorm of public outrage as Twitter users noted that tampering with the food is a felony. The extent of police involvement is unclear, but Twitter detectives were swift in identifying the culprit. Bluebell ice cream actually responded to a number of people online. Someone said, as I brought up, please seal your ice cream. Didn't Tylenol from 1982 teach y'all anything? Someone could literally die from eating tampered ice cream and no one would know who did it. So Bluebell actually responded, said, hello, we want to thank our customers for alerting us to the recent food tampering incident. We take this issue very seriously and are currently working with the appropriate authorities. For more information, please. Did I freeze up again? I froze. The internet does not like me today. I keep freezing up. Okay, I don't know where I started or where I stopped, but Bluebell, I'm back. I'm back. Refresh. I apologize. Refresh is my computer. It's ready to go to sleep. It's been working all day. But Bluebell responded to all the drama and said, hello, we want to thank our consumers for alerting us to the recent food tampering incident. We take this issue very seriously and are currently working with the appropriate authorities. They also, the ice cream company is based in Texas, and they say they've been working with law enforcement since the video surfaced, and said they want to thank everyone. Food safety is a top priority, and we work hard to provide a safe product and maintain the highest level of confidence from our customers. And they tried to explain why exactly the tops are not sealed with plastic. They said during production, our half gallons are flipped upside down and sent to a hardening room where the ice cream freezes to create a natural seal. The lids are frozen tightly to the carton. Any attempt at opening the product should be noticeable. So, if you go get you some Bluebell ice cream and you notice that the rim is bent or something, that means somebody that already opened it. Otherwise, I guess they're saying that the way the ice cream freezes, it freezes the top to the thing, so it shouldn't be an issue. That's one way to tell. But they say they're going to continue to monitor the situation. Again, this incident allegedly happened somewhere in Texas, and the Texas Penal Code says that food tampering is a misdemeanor unless it causes physical harm. In that case, the charges are upgraded to a felony. So Miss Lady, who was licking on the ice cream and putting it back, I'm frozen again. I'm trying it one more time. So Miss Lady, who was licking the ice cream, is should be, charged with a felony if they find her. Thank you so much, Princess AG, for letting me know I'm frozen again. That must mean it's time for me to go. That must mean it is time for me to go. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, it's time for me to go. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Put your aliens in the air if you can still hear me before I freeze again. I am about to get up out of here. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in today. We had an interesting conversation about Chris Brown. The post is available on straightfromtheA.com. Please, please, please like this video. If you like the content, please support the channel. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't care which one. Subscribe, all of that jazz. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Hold on, let me put my thingamajig up. Where am I? There I am. Shout out to Juno, Just Lovely, Rosalind, Sonia, baby. We had a great conversation. Thank you to all the callers. Hey, Andrea, C. Patterson, you finally made it. You finally made it. The blog goddess is getting ready to tune out. RHO Hot Tea, I see you. Yeah, I'll do a live tonight on Patreon, patreon.com. iamATLien. I'll do an ATLien after dark. We have a whole lot of other things to talk about. I also give a few travel tips for Essence because y'all know I've always booked my stuff at the last minute. So I will be at Patreon after dark, 11 o'clock. Be there, honey. Be there. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. So I will see y'all a little later. Thank you, guys. It was fun, me, Summer. It was fun. Good night. I am out.